All right, Aaron, so these are some of the neck strengthening exercises and just mobility pieces that we talked about briefly the other day. So the first one again is just simple range of motion. So again, first just try and tuck your chin down, and then again, go all the way back. And then you can come back to center and then try to bring the ear down to one shoulder, ear down to the other shoulder. And obviously you can eventually try to get some rolls back and forth like so. So that's just an easy thing you can do. I would do a couple times a day, and just you can pick a pattern, kind of work your way through it. The other one that we talked about was those chin retractions. So again, if you bring shoulders back like so, trying to focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together. Imagine like there's someone has their hand or fingers right in the middle of your spine, you're trying to pinch them. So again, bring the shoulders back, and then again, if you try to focus on when my shoulders are back, bringing my ear back over my shoulders. So I'm going to retract my chin. For kids, sometimes we'll call this like making a squishy face, because it's almost like your face is kind of coming up against glass. So again, shoulders back here, squeezing, and then bring my chin back. So again, by doing that, what's happening is you're going to be activating the anterior neck muscles, and also some of the posterior muscles here, which obviously for you is going to be really important. And so again, you can, when you end up retracting the chin, try to hold it for 2-3 seconds, and then just relax, and you can repeat that 8 to 10 times. So other than that, obviously there is some shoulder strengthening or range of motion that I would try. Obviously with your swimming, you're already getting some of that. But in general, just trying to go through the ranges of motion with your shoulders as best as you can. When I adjusted you last time, I meant to ask you about that, so I'm not sure how much. I think next time you're in, I'll probably just inquire or ask you to see kind of where your range of motion is. I can try to better dictate that. But the neck ones you were doing a great job with, so I would just try to do that. Eventually, once you're feeling like the mobility pieces are easy, and you're not feeling too fatigued, because I know right now when you're doing those exercises, by the end of the day, you're usually pretty tired. So I don't want to push too much immediately, but once those start to feel easy for you, then I'll start to show you a little bit more advanced stuff or just harder things for those muscles. But for now, I think that's a good starting point, given the fact that you're already doing some exercising, you're already getting adjusted. And then I think your father, David, had asked also about some low back exercises that you could do. That again will help to activate those muscles. So one really simple one, which again is going to be good for you, is if I stand with my feet shoulder width apart here. So what you're going to do is you're going to, without trying to move anything else, try to push your butt back. So I'm going to basically hinge at my hips while keeping my torso nice and straight, and just trying to, as best possible, engage my core muscles. So again, what I'm going to do is as I start to hinge at the hips here and start to come back while keeping my chest up and my torso straight, eventually I'll hit a point where I feel quite a bit of tension on my hamstrings, or like just a pull on the hamstrings, which means that they're engaging and starting to stretch. So for me, that's about here. So once I'm here, and again, keeping my, rest my body nice and straight and taut, I'm going to try to bring my arms up like this, which will immediately make this harder. You'll feel like your back muscles starting to work. So the whole point is, a lot of the muscles right now that are a concern for you are muscles that are not easily engaged consciously. They are muscles that are designed to be a subconscious balancing muscle or a stabilizing muscle. So it's usually stuff that your brain's doing without you really thinking about. It's not like a muscle you're flexing that is more conscious. So that exercise in particular, again, when I get shoulder width apart, start to hinge here at the hip, and then go into this, what it's doing is I'm actively engaging those muscles all along my spine, without having to like physically, or mentally turn them on or flex, if you will. So it's really useful to help engage all along that posterior chain, which again for you is going to be really important because again it's going to be helping with that mid-thoracic stability. Again, I'm just going to stick with those 3 exercises or movements for right now. There are some more advanced things that I think could be really beneficial for you, but I just want to see how you're doing with these for now because again, you've reported that when you've been doing some of those exercises or that you've been doing currently, sometimes you feel really fatigued, and I just don't want to push you too hard initially. So try those 3 for now over the weekends. I would try to do that low back exercise, get into that position where I'm here and then holding. If this is too hard, holding your arms up, just simply put your arms across your chest and just hold there. It's still going to activate those muscles, it's just going to be easier. But I would try to get in that position where you feel that activation, hold it for 10 to 15 seconds, and then you can obviously relax it by just standing straight up. That's going to turn those muscles off, give you a break, and then you can immediately, again, kind of find your way back to that hinge position. And if you can do it, bring your arms up, again, hold for 10 to 15 seconds. You can repeat that like 8 to 10 times. Again, it's just going to help engage posterior chain muscles. So give those a try. If you have any questions at all, you can email me back at the email I'm going to send you this video. And if I get a chance this weekend, I'll respond to it. If not, we will talk on Monday.